Well, I'm an American citizen, and I exercised my right as an American citizen to vote in the election. It was the only election I have ever voted for in the U.S. I have voted in many, many elections in the Philippines. My lawyer would like to make a
I don't
comment
want,
on this
Mr.
particular
Chairman,
line
I
of
don't want the
questioning.
lawyer to speak here on this issue. I don't think the lawyer is needed to clarify this issue. It's just a statement of fact.
Congressman Boying Remulla. Congressman Remulla, also our Vice Chairman, you're now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My questions are also for Mr. Gabby Lopez, who I'd like to thank for being here in the hearing through Zoom. My first question is, when you traveled to Japan, what passport did you use?
Magandang hapon po, Cong Remulla.
Yes. Good afternoon.
I believe I used my U.S. passport because you don't need a visa.
So, does it not occur to you, Mr. Lopez, that when you use an American passport, you are seeking the protection of the American government whenever you use that document?
I am simply making a decision based on what is convenient in terms of visas.
Yes, but under international law, a person carrying a passport of the United States is under the protection of the U.S. government. That is a declaration to the whole world and to that country that you are a citizen of America.
Opo, I use naman the Philippine passport when I travel through all the ASEAN countries. And that is equally a declaration that I'm a Filipino citizen.
Yes, yes. That is a given. Can you show us both your Philippine and American passports for the record so that we will know how they are so marked in your travels? Are you willing to do this, Mr. Lopez?
I believe it has been asked, the committee has asked for it, and it has been given, the documentation has been given. They've asked for copies of both my U.S. and Philippine passport.
Mr. Chairman, do we have a copy of the records of the passports? Of
Yes,
Mr.
we have a
Lopez?
copy of Mr. Gabby Lopez' passport, and the
In each
committee
and every
secretary
page, each
is
and every page of the said passport. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Bago po magpatuloy ng tanong si Vice Chairman Boying Remulla, the committee secretary is directed to give the said copies of the passports to our committee members.
Mr. Chairman, it does not, I'm sorry to say, but this record does not reflect the travel records of Mr. Lopez because not all the pages were copied into the record. That's why I cannot see, it does not state what countries he was in where he used his U.S. passport.
Mr. Gabby Lopez. Mr. Gabby Lopez. Maaari po bang magbigay ng mas magandang kopya at authenticated na kopya si Mr. Gabby Lopez, Comsec?
Your Honor, I directed our staff to make a copy of each and every page of my U.S. and Philippine passport, and that was given to the committee po.
Mr. Gabby Lopez, ang pakiusap po ng committee ito ay kung maaari po at hindi naman makakaperwisyo po sa inyo, ay maipadala po dito yung original na passport po ninyo. Para kami po ang gagawa ng kopya ng original po na passport po ninyo.
Siguro
Mr.
kasama
Gabby
na rin yung taong pinagkakatiwalaan para hindi mawawala sa pagtingin ng tao yung kanyang
hawak
dokumento.
po ng inyong abogado, Mr. Gabby Lopez.
Okay.
Maraming salamat po. The committee secretary is directed to execute the passport of Mr. Gabby Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, have you gone to any country in Europe using your U.S. passport, Mr. Chairman?
Opo.
tuwing nagpupunta kayo ng Europe, ang ginagamit nyo rin ay inyong US passport, hindi ho Philippine passport.
That's right. That is correct, Your Honor.
Kaya, again, I would like to tell you that tuwing kayo ho ay magpupunta ng ibang bansa na gamit nyo ang American passport, you are telling them that you are under the protection of the American government. Do you realize this, Mr. Lopez?
Your Honor, my lawyer would like to make
I don't want, Mr.
particular
Chairman, I don't want the
question.
lawyer to speak here on this issue. I don't think the lawyer is needed to clarify this issue. It's just a statement of fact that whenever a person uses his passport, let's say, I use my Filipino passport, it means I am under the protection of my government, of the Philippine government. But when he uses his American passport, he's under the protection of his government, which is the American government.
Mr. Gabby Lopez, ang inyo pong legal counsel ay maaaring magbigay ng kanyang mga suwestyon at pananaw regarding po sa pagsusumite ng prangkisa ng ABS-CBN, ngunit ang katanungan po ni Congressman Remulla ay personal po na katanungan sa inyo, kaya maaari po ay personal niyo pong sagutin, Mr. Gabby Lopez.
All right, Your Honor, I am a dual citizen, both an American citizen and a Filipino citizen. Regardless of whether I use my passport to a particular country, I can seek the support of that particular, of being a Filipino or an American in whatever country I'm in. So kunyari po, yung pinag-usapan mo, nandun ako sa Europe using a US passport and I run into a particular problem. I can go to the Philippine embassy and ask for support because it doesn't make a difference what passport you use. You are a US citizen, you are a Filipino citizen, you enjoy the protection and benefits of both countries, regardless of what passport you use po.
Mr. Lopez, Mr. Chairman, is Mr. Lopez aware that under the Constitution, dual allegiance is inimical to the national interest?
Can I allow my lawyer to answer this particular question?
Yes.
Maaari po, Mr. Gabby Lopez. Your lawyer is now recognized.
Salamat po. Kasi po yung tanong is not really a question of fact, it's a question of law.
No, it's a question of fact. Is he aware that under the Constitution, dual allegiance is inimical to the national interest? Isn't that like...
Totoo.
Ayun lang naman ang tanong ko. Thank you. Thank you. That's all.
Pero,
Wala na ako sa tanong. Basta yun lang ho. Basta alam lang ho nila that dual allegiance is inimical to the national interest.
opo, pwede po ako magsalita ng konti.
Hindi na, may follow-up question ako, baka malimutan ko ho eh. Nais ko lang ho sabihin sa committee na ang problema ho sa dual allegiance ay simple-simple. Pagka hindi magkasundo ang dalawang bansa, ay papipiliin ng tao pagdating ng panahon. At nagkaroon ho tayo ng nakaraan sa kasaysayan na halos 20% ng ating populasyon ay nilagas ng Amerika. Pinatay po ang ating mga kababayan ng Phil-American War, kaya ito'y hindi ho malayong usapin. Ito po yung nasa kasaysayan. Napakarami hong Pilipinong namatay ng Philippine-American War. Kaya yung dual allegiance po ay naroon sapagkat lahat po ng statements sa Constitution ay nababatay sa karanasan ng ating bansa at ng ating lahi. Yun po sana ay malinaw po sa inyo.
Pwede po ba ako magsalita?
Hindi na ho, may susunod na ho akong tanong. There's no need, Mr. Chairman, even if he is a resource person, he cannot speak at will in this committee only when we allow him to. Is that clear, Mr. Chairman?
Vice Chairman Remulla, you still have the floor. So, kung sino ang sasagot, nasa iyo po ang floor. Kung sino ang sasagot, kung sino po ang tatanungin mo, ikaw po ang masusunod, Mr. Remulla.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Another question for Mr. Lopez. Did you vote in the Philippine elections, last Philippine elections, Mr. Lopez, Mr. Chairman?
Your Honor. Yes, I did.
Opo.
Nagboto ako sa last election po.
At during the same year, bumoto rin po kayo sa American elections. Ito po'y volunteer nyo sa committee nung huling hearing. Tama ho ba yun?
That is correct.
Hindi pa niya naiisip na pag kayo ho ay bumoboto sa eleksyon ng ibang bansa, ay pinapadaman nyo sa kanila na ang karapatan nyo bilang Amerikano ay buong buo, kaya kayo po ay naboto sa kanilang eleksyon. Are you aware of that, Mr. Lopez?
Well, I'm an American citizen, and I exercised my right as an American citizen to vote in the election. It was the only election I have ever voted for in the U.S. I have voted in many, many elections in the Philippines.
Sa US ho, ilang beses na ho kayo bumoboto?
Isang beses lang po,
Itong na 2016 lang po.
only in 2016.
Okay. Hindi ko na ho tatanungin kung sino binoto nyo.
I was inspired to vote in that election po.
Ngayon, sa TFC kanina tinanong sa inyo na ito po ay rehistrado sa Amerika at nagbabayad ng buwis sa Amerika. Tama ba ho ito, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano hong citizenship nyo na nag-a-appear pag kayo po ay nasa Amerika? Pag Filipino channel po pinag-uusapan, kayo ba ay Filipino, American, or dual citizen?
I'm a dual citizen.
Hindi, pero sa records po ng TFC sa Amerika, ano hong lumalabas? Kayo ba ay Amerikano o Pilipino?
Frankly, I don't recall whether I'm even registered in TFC. No? So it would have to be. Ayo, would you know the answer to this particular question?
Sabi, hindi ako involved sa TFC. Matagal na yung TFC.
Okay. I have one more question before the second round, and that question is, just give me your reaction, no? Kasi meron ho talagang mga tao who are so proud to say that the Philippines is the land of my birth. Like our president, he says that. The Philippines is the land of my birth. Mr. Gabi Lopez, how would you react to that statement vis-a-vis you're having America as the land of your birth?
America as the land of my birth was an accident. It was a consequence of my father's actions. My own actions speak for itself over the last 35 years. I have been a Filipino. I am proud to be a Filipino.
Okay.
What you have to do is look at my record.
Salamat po. Isa na lang po, no? Kanina sinabi nyo nga na kayo ay American citizen at bumoboto kayo at lahat yan. Ngunit nahalata ko po, lahat po ng newsfeed ng ABS-CBN ay hindi ho sinasabi yan. Ang sinasabi ho yun, you are a Filipino citizen. Wala hong sinasabi na kayo po ay American citizen. Ito ba ho ay kasama sa propaganda ng ABS-CBN para ho sa isipan ng tao maitanim na kayo po ay Pilipino at hindi wala ho kayong pagkabanyaga sa inyong pagkatao? Ito ba ho ay sinasadya ho na sabihin sa mga tao na kayo ay Pilipino lamang at hindi sinasabing kayo ay Amerikano rin?
I beg to disagree, Congressman Remulla, to your insinuation that what ABS-CBN News does is propaganda.
Ano ho yan eh? Nagbubukas po ako ng aking computer at ng aking tablet, ng aking telepono, at binuksan ko po yung Google Feeds. Sunod-sunod po yun. Mga article na labas ng ABS-CBN. At lagi ho nakasalagay doon na kayo po ay Filipino citizen. Ngunit kahit minsan, hindi ho binanggit na kayo po ay American citizen din. Sana ho, malaman nyo lang ho yun. Kasi marahil, hindi nyo nababasa yung aking nababasa po.
Would you like me to submit a video to you that shows that ABS-CBN has said I'm both an American citizen and a Filipino citizen?
Hindi na ho kailangan. Sinasabi ko lang ho, yun po ang aking nakikita lagi. Yun ho ang aking nakikita lagi na ang pinararating po sa lahat ng mamayan ng ABS-CBN na kayo po ay Filipino citizen lamang. Hindi ho nila laging kinukompleto yung statement na yon kung makakalusot sa ibang mga pagkakataon po. Natural po yun kasi nga this is a battle of perception that we are doing here, no? Itong franchise application at itong mga tanong na ito is really a battle for perception. And your people are very good at bringing this matter to public attention the way that they want it to, which is to make you appear that you are only Filipino and not American at all.